Welcome viewers. Donald Trump and one of his lawyers have been fined nearly $1 million for what a Florida judge called a bogus legal claim against Hillary Clinton and her top advisors. In this video we will break it all down for you. But before we continue, please take a minute of your precious time to hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell to get the latest update from us. The ruling ordered the former U.S. president and his lawyer Alina Habba to pay nearly $938,000 £758,626 to the defendants in the case after claiming they conspired to sway the outcome of his winning presidential campaign by working with Russia. In the wake of the sanction, Mr. Trump withdrew his lawsuit against New York Attorney General Letitia James, which was first filed in 2021. U.S. District Judge Donald M. Middlebrooks, who first dismissed the case in September, called the lawsuit against Mr. Trump's 2016 rival Mrs. Clinton, former top FBI officials and the Democratic Party, completely frivolous, both factually and legally, and one which amounts to obstruction of justice. Citing other legal action that Mr. Trump is embroiled within, Mr. Middlebrooks described the former president as a prolific and sophisticated litigant who uses the courts to seek revenge on political adversaries. He is the mastermind of strategic abuse of the judicial process, Mr. Middlebrooks added. A spokesman for Mr. Trump and Ms. Habba did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Mr. Middlebrooks was also the judge who heard the lawsuit Mr. Trump filed against Ms. James. While it's clear Donald Trump is all in for 2024, his MAGA hold on evangelicals may have lost some strength. A lot has happened since last time around. January 6, the fallout with Mike Pence, the Mar-a-Lago classified documents, the continued focus on the past election and just overall drama. So does he have work to do this time around with evangelicals? He has real work to do, let's not kid ourselves, says his former campaign manager Corey Lewandowski. I'm sure that the team has a plan, but the work with the evangelicals and others that he may have taken for granted in 2020 is very real. As it stands, some of the prominent faithful who fervently backed Trump last time are still in the pews, not yet willing to commit. There's been no official support from the likes of Franklin Graham, Jack Graham or Albert Mohler, all previous backers. As for Pastor Robert Jeffress, once a vocal Trump defender, says he'll wait until the primary season comes into focus. Dr. Mike Evans, who helped mobilize evangelicals for Trump, says the former president does not personify biblical values and has been quoted as saying he does not have the support of the evangelicals that he did. Christian TV host James Robison has also been critical this time around, saying, if Mr. Trump can't stop his little petty issues, how does he expect people to stop major issues? Lewandowski has a reason as to why this may be happening. Some of these people love the Trump policies, but they don't like the chaos that sometimes ensues around him, he says. I think they are waiting to see, is Ron DeSantis going to get in? Is Mike Pompeo going to get in? What is Mike Pence going to do? Are we going to see people like Chris Sununu or Kristi Noem get into the race for president as well? I think the field is still being developed. Meanwhile, liberal media outlets like Vanity Fair are taking advantage of the budding controversy with headlines that scream, "We will get destroyed." Evangelicals are quietly ditching Donald Trump's 2024 bid. The overall message is that evangelicals will consider other options like DeSantis, Pence and others if they get in. So what does Donald Trump think of all this? Well, I don't really care, that's a sign of disloyalty, the former president tells CBN News. There is great disloyalty in the world of politics, and that's just disloyalty. Nobody has ever done more for right to life than Donald Trump. A public sign of trouble came after a social media post earlier this month by Trump regarding the midterm election results. He wrote that it was the abortion issue, poorly handled by many Republicans, especially those that firmly insisted on no exceptions, even in the case of rape, incest, or life of the mother, that lost large numbers of voters. Please, what is your